We have a lot of important stories to get to tonight, and as always, we have team coverage for you tonight. We begin with KZI 9 News reporter Kennedy Dendy, who joins us live from where a majority of the damage was done on East Broadway to explain what happened leading up to that point. Kennedy?
Jillian, as you know, we had two reporters at multiple scenes all night, and it all started when hundreds gathered at the federal courthouse around 8 o'clock. The event was hosted by a group that calls themselves the Pacific Northwest Youth Liberation Front, based out of Portland. The goal, to stand in solidarity with protesters in Portland. But things escalated quickly. Counter-protesters arrived with firearms and signs reading "All Lives Matter." This led to arguments between both groups and rising tension. I spoke to one woman today who has attended many protests and rallies in the area. She says that while things did get out of hand last night, there are a few things to keep in mind.
You still need to realize that these police officers, they still have kids, they have everything. Yeah, the police did way too much, last night, but in the end, they still go home to their families, so it's, it's hard. But I think we just need to focus on what really the movement is about.
After the peaceful protest, most of the group dispersed, but a small group continued into the night, and that is when things turned destructive. The group moved downtown where businesses were vandalized. They were ordered to disperse, but the chaos continued as windows were broken. People launched fireworks into buildings, and street signs were torn down. Eugene police say officers were pelted by large rocks shortly after midnight, where some officers suffered minor injuries. Now, coming up in the 6 o'clock hour, hear why one man wants to clear the air about why he drew his gun out of his truck last night. Reporting live in Eugene, Kennedy Dendy, KZI 9 News.
Thank you, Kennedy.